Hello and welcome back. Once again, I'm Nicole and thank you for joining me here on the mat. Really excited because I have a new camera and some new software, which means no more mirroring video. Should make the rights and lefts a little less confusing. So I want to get started today on our back. We're going to be doing some core and some leg work, so we want to give our spine a good stretch before we get started. Your options here are to lie flat with ankles open, Savasana style, or soles of feet together, knees apart, a reclined butterfly or reclined bound angle. If this is intense on the hips, you could walk the heels away, or you could come out at any time and come to the Savasana. It is a pretty big pose to begin a practice with. So I want you to take these first few minutes to identify on how either pose you're taking feels on the body. And then you're working to soften the body, shoulders relaxing, jaw softening, eyes are nice and heavy. Turning off any physical tension. And putting all the focus on your breath. Inhale's getting a little deeper. Exhale's lengthening out to match inhales. Using the breath to clear thoughts. Letting go of to-do lists, feelings, emotions, and becoming more present. If you like to practice with an intention, setting that intention now. If your knees are apart, guide them together. If the legs are long, put a bend in the knees, and we'll all bring our knees into our chests. We'll give them a little squeeze. That'll open up the low back. We'll take a little rock to massage the low back. And then we'll drop our knees to the right, keeping both shoulders on the mat. This is where we're going to do that nice spine opening, twisting to open up those muscles, create a little length. You can reach your left fingers, you could look towards those left fingers, but only if it feels good in your neck. Head faces the ceiling if it doesn't. Inhale, bring the head center. Take the knees into the chest. A squeeze, a rock. Knees to the left. Shoulders remain on mat, feeling the muscles up and down the spine open. A reach of the fingers. Optional look to the right. head center. Look to the left. Actually come onto that left shoulder and press yourself up. Right away, coming into a tabletop position. Fingers are spread to take pressure out of the wrists. Shoulders are stacked over those wrists, hips over the knees, and we'll take some cats and cows to continue opening up the spine. So the inhales, raise the hips, chest, chin, putting a little dip in the low back. Exhales, a nice big arc. On top of opening up our spine, we're connecting breath with movement. Inhales will always lift the chest. Exhales will always arc the back. Keep rolling through those cats and cows. Going a little deeper into each posture. Next exhale, I want you to come to that neutral table, fingers spread. Bump your right hip over to the right and take a little look back at it. That'll open up left side body. Swing center, left hip left, a look back, opening up right side. Come center. Fingers are spread. We're going to curl our toes under. I'm going to put my hair back, toes curled under, seat lifts, downward facing dog. We're going to take some time here to really pedal out the calves, opening up the backs of our legs since we are going to be doing some leg work. Put a little softness in the elbows, don't hyperextend. Press through thumb and index to take pressure out of wrists. A little press the chest back towards legs. Nice big opening. Walk the toes into the hands and come into a forward fold. So we want a lot of softness in our knees. This is our first big forward fold. It's never about touching the toes. You can grab the elbows so you don't even have to worry about how low your fingers are hanging. You're going to work out of your neck by shaking out the head. You work out of the back by swaying out the torso. Release the elbows and slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. The head will be the last thing to come up. When we get to standing, we'll find a nice strong mountain pose, rooting through our feet, inhaling a little lift into our chest. In fact, if you want to shrug your shoulders back a couple times, that might help you find lift in the chest, grounding in the feet. Before we get moving, let's inhale, sweep hands up, big reach. Grab the right wrist with the left. Exhale over to the left, opening up right side body from the hip. Be careful not to round into this. We want to lift up our chest so we're really opening up out of side body. Inhale is going to pull you center. We'll grab left. Exhale off to the right. Now opening up left side body. Preparing our core for things to come. Inhale, center. We're going to exhale, fold down to our toes. When you inhale, I want you to come up halfway. Palms might slide under knees. Back is going to flatten. Ears are going to reach out of shoulders. Knees are still soft. Hands are gonna come down. You can put a lot of bend in your knees. You're gonna step left foot back and keep right knee stacked, right on top of right ankle. Now you can keep this back left leg active, an active low runner's lunge. You could drop the knee. Either way, we're going to plant our left hand, inhale right up. We're going to engage the core, pulling belly button in towards spine. Get that right wrist stacked right on top of the right shoulder. So a little sneaky core work. Might feel a little bit of burn in the back of the right leg. Right hand down. Left toes are going to curl under. We're going to step up to the top. We'll inhale to that flat back position. Strong back here. We're going to exhale, dive down. Inhale, reach our hands up. Exhale, a little back bend like you're pressing your hips forward and looking up at the ceiling. Inhale, center. Exhale, back down to your toes. Inhale, up halfway. High plank, or not high plank, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. So on this side, I'll keep my foot active so you can see how that looks. Knee still stacked over ankle in front. Right hand's gonna be down. Little softness in the right elbow. Now I'm gonna turn to my left, so I'm gonna inhale, sweep fingers. Wrist stacking over shoulder, core is engaged, that sneaky bit of core work here. A bigger burn in this leg. Left hand up, right steps up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Exhale through heart center. Nice. So let's inhale, sweep up one more time. And exhale, sit into an invisible chair. And I'll turn and face one more time so you can see what I'm doing. My chest is lifted, my seat's back. The weight's in my heels, toes can flutter up, but we'll drop them back down. Shoulders are relaxed away from ears. So we're gonna start on the left side. We're gonna pick up right heel, slide right foot back. This is called our crescent lunge. So my back right heel is lifted. My left knee is on top of my left ankle, keeping my joints nice and safe. My shoulders are relaxed. You will feel it in this left leg. Let's open up warrior two. Gaze over front left fingers. See the way knees still stacked on ankle? We don't want it behind, and we don't want it in front. Stacked is going to keep us safe, which may mean you have to adjust how long you go in your stance. And you want your back arch lined up with that front heel. So we've been holding this pose for a while. Let's give our leg a break and do some core work. Take all but a hint of softness out of this left knee. Press through the pinky edge of the back right foot. You always want even distribution of the weight. Bump that right hip to the back. Melt at the waist. Stack wrists over shoulders. Shoulder over wrist. Triangle pose. Really big work for our obliques, our core. Inhale, float up. Look out over those left fingers. Sink into that left knee. Pick up the right heel. Spin those toes forward. Step to the front. Sit into your invisible chair. Get that tush back. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. Ready to do it on the opposite side? This time we're going to slide our left foot back. Come onto the left ball. Heels lifted, knee on top of ankle. Shoulders relaxed. And so your feet are on separate train tracks here, nice and stable. Let's open up warrior two.
We held it for a bit on the other side. We'll do it again. So your hips are nice and open, your knees stacked, heel lining up with arch, gaze over front right fingers. A good place to focus on breath. Reconnect with any intention you may have set. And now let's take all but a hint of softness out of the right, bump our hip to the back, melt at the waist for that nice oblique strengthener. Trying to get fingers in one line. A little softness stays in that right knee. Don't forget to put 50% of the weight in the left foot. Press through that pinky edge. Inhale, come up. Warrior two. Here's the hard part. Back heel picks up, toes spin forward, crescent lunge. And here's where we challenge our balance. We step to the top, sit into that invisible chair. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, fill. Exhale down to the toes. We have earned this forward fold, so enjoy it. Knees are soft. You can grab elbows again. If you'd like a little shoulder stretch, you can interlace fingers, take them overhead. If you want some neck release, you can interlace fingers behind the head, a little press. Release the hold. Roll up. Give me a touch faster this time. We're going to take a balanced pose. Great way to strengthen the legs and the core at the same time. We'll start on the right side. So I want you to ground through your right foot. What that means is you're looking for the connection point in both the ball and the heel. I like to define that by taking a rock. Right knee is nice and soft. We're going to open left knee to the left. So a kickstanded tree is a really great place to be if you've never taken a balanced pose or it's been a while. You're going to build up a lot of strength in your right ankle here. If you're feeling crazy and you want to slide your foot up to calf, you're more than welcome. Of course, if you've been doing this a while, you might want to take your foot to the inner thigh. There's a variation for everyone here. And even if you come into one of those trickier variations and you come out, no worries. It's getting back into it where you're going to build strength. Core is engaged, chest is lifted. We tend to look at a non-moving point in the floor in these balanced poses that helps with stability. Looking at someone else like this video, looking in a mirror, or closing your eyes can have a negative impact on the balance. Let's take our hands overhead, grow some branches, relax the shoulders. Core stays engaged, focus stays on breath. Exhale everything down. Take a couple big stair steps to reset. I'm going to actually take the front of my right foot to the mat, do my ankle stretch. And then let's do it on the left side. So ground through left. Soften up that knee. Open up right. Decide which variation works best for your body today. And just because you've taken this variation before, doesn't mean you have to be there today. Listen to your body. Engage your core. Hands heart center to begin. And we'll grow branches a little quicker this time around. Hands overhead, everything away from midline. We're really challenging our balance now. And working our core as well as our legs. Focusing on breath, intention, that non-moving point on the floor, staying present. Exhale everything down. Take a couple steps. Left toes down, that ankle stretch. Let's inhale up and exhale full for a much deserved stretch in the backs of the legs. Knees are soft, heads hanging. You know the variations we took before. If the legs are feeling very loose, you could even grab onto your toes and pull yourself down with a nice soft knee. No worries if you're not there yet. Alright, let's release our hold. Put so much bend in our knees that we can take our hands to our mat and come onto our seat. We'll sit up nice and tall. Vertebra stacked. This is a pose. It's called staff pose. Chest is lifted. We'll reach for our toes, and we'll use a little bit of core to come to our back. So look at those toes the whole way down. Strong core, nice and engaged. And when we land, we'll reach our fingers overhead. And we'll take a little full body stretch. Let's put a bend in the knees. Take the arms by the side. Place our right ankle on our left knee for our reclined pigeons. We'll interlace behind the left thigh or on top of the left shin, whatever feels better in your body. Jaw, shoulders are soft. We're clearing out thoughts. We're focusing on breath. Here for just a couple more rounds of breath. All right, next exhale, returns left foot to mat. Right uncrosses. We'll take knees side to side, a windshield wiper. Let's plant soles. We'll bring left to right, that figure four. We'll find wherever we'd like to hold on our right leg. And then we'll soften our shoulders towards the mat. Release our jaw. Clear out our thoughts and put our focus just on the breath or any intention that was set.
next exhale brings that right foot to mat. Left uncrosses. Knees go side to side. Plant soles. Take that left leg long on the mat and bring right knee into your chest. Give it a nice big squeeze directly in, then maybe gently to the right. And then bring the right foot up to the ceiling, interlace wherever you like behind your leg. Make sure you keep your knees soft. We're not going to force our leg back. You could play with inhaling your forehead up to your shin, seeing how that feels. Maybe as you bring your head back to the mat, you feel a little extra stretch, again, without forcing. We're going to try to stay soft in the shoulders so we are holding this leg. You could play with pointing your toes for a little ankle stretch. You could flex your foot for a calf opener. You could have a nice neutral foot and work more on the hamstring. Knee could remain floating. Let your ankle and maybe even your knee come to the mat if the flexibility is available in your back. No worries if it's not. Option to reach right fingers out long, to face the ceiling, or to look right if it's comfortable in your back. Bring the head center, take the leg back into the chest, one final squeeze, and send it long. Noticing the differences between your left and right leg now that right's all stretched out. Then we'll inhale left in, give it a nice big squeeze, drop it to the left if it feels nice. Let's bring our left foot to the ceiling, finding wherever we like to interlace. A little softness in the knee. Not forcing back, but maybe you'll play with inhaling forehead to shin one more time. And exhaling back, noticing how that may change things. Trying to stay soft in the elbows and shoulders. It's not easy when we're holding like this. And then maybe playing with a point, a flex. Bend the knee, interlace on top of the shin, one big squeeze, right hand takes it across the body. Again, don't force that leg if it's too much in the back, it can be floated. Left fingers reach, maybe look to the left. A little bit different of the twist than we took it at the beginning of class. A different way to open our back. dead center, knee across. Give it a nice big squeeze into chest. Take right to meet left. Both knees are squeezing in. A rock like we took at the beginning of our practice. A final massage for our lower back. We'll take a big squeeze. And then we're going to release into Savasana. Our final resting pose. Wrists, ankles rolled open. Knees, hips, shoulders soft, eyes heavy, jaw release. Just soaking up the benefits of the heart group we put into our practice. Inhale a deep breath to bring awareness back to body. A movement in fingers and toes. A roll of wrists and ankles. We'll drop an ear towards the mat. And we'll do the other side. We'll reach fingers. Overhead, we'll reach the toes, we'll make some length. And then we'll roll to the right side. Pausing briefly on the bicep. Press up into an easy seat. Yogis, as always, thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.